Before we get started, subscribe to my channel. I've been watching a few videos over Mike Tyson. Man, this man had a very, very strange life. He's been through a lot of stuff, but through all of his trials and tribulations, he changed. But if you look at all the stuff he's been through, he made hundreds of millions of dollars. And he said he spent more than half of that on lawsuits. And Don King stole a lot of it. He even talked about a time he tried to fight Don King, and he dashed water in Don King's face. So Don King, if you ever do some research Don King. This man wasn't a good man. He did some bad things. You know, and Mike Tyson was charged with rape. He spent time in prison. He lost his 4-year-old daughter from an accident. I think it was on a treadmill. And that right there broke his spirit, you know. And in 2000, he said he was more than $60 million in debt, you know. And Mike Tyson go on and on, but if you listen to him, he's very intelligent. And we take that for granted because of his speech and his slur. He can't say different words smoothly, but if you really listen to Mike Tyson, he's a very wise man. You know, Mike was telling about how he started studying about warriors when he was 15 years old, Alexander and some of these great warriors. Listen to this, and I'll put a link in the description of the whole interview that he had with Joe Rogan. Check this out.
So I know you've been into that kind of shit, like Alexander the Great,
yeah,
all the different conquerors,
guys,
yeah.
Pippin, Charlemagne, Clovis.
Now, is this stuff that you just studied because you wanted to study conquerors? Did it just interest you?
I wanted to study that mindset, you know, and I found that the greatest conquerors that ever lived were farmers.
Very
farmers,
interesting.
sheep herders. Somebody that we wouldn't think that's important and stuff.
Listen to what Kevin Gates says. He says pretty much the same thing, but Kevin Gates is more poetic. Check this out.
I look at life from the perspective of a farmer, of a gardener. You can plant the seed. You still got to nurture and care for that seed, even though you don't see anything. When you start to see something, you still got to nurture and care for it because it's in a developmental process. Let's see who stick around when the seed and the tree there. Let's see once a year fruit. Man, everybody want to come.
And then as
True.
they became great through that, they gave birth to great children who were born with greatness, like Alexander the Great and stuff. Like Philip the Macedonian, that whole bloodline of Alexander, they were all kings, but they were all very small and insignificant until it was one Alexander before him that was pretty great and fought against the Persians, but eventually they lost, and they pretty much kissed the Persians' asses. You know what I mean? The Persians put them in a position of power until Philip Macedonia came, who had the nickname a.k.a. Philip the Barbarian. And he wanted to go across there and enslave all the Persians and everybody after that, the world. And Alexander the Great, mother, who was a really interesting woman, I'm trying to say Albanian maybe, and they had a different kind of study and worship and stuff back then. So he got caught up in that. His family didn't like her for that, but she arranged for Alexander's father, I think, to be killed for Alexander to have the power. Then her kids had the power. She could lead through her kids while he was on campaigns and stuff.
You know, Mike Tyson, he studied this stuff, and if you guys know your history, and I know some people watching this video and they can confirm this or say it's not true, but listen to the whole interview he had with Joe Rogan. It's unbelievable. This man is very wise. But check out all the stuff that he went through.
Arrested 38 times by age 13. Heavyweight champion of the world by 20. Convicted of rape by age 30. You've lived so many lives.
Yeah, that's true. And there's people that had worse. And in spite of, they still succeeded. So I'm nobody. I've been a millionaire most of my life. I'm good. I learned gratitude. This is what I learned from life kicking my ass. I learned gratitude. Things happen when two men get in the ring and we throw punches.
Look at this stuff. This is history here. You're history.
This is garbage. I can say I bled for garbage.
So this is meaningless.
No, at one time it meant a lot. When you're just a young kid,
Right.
this is everything to you. But then you realize your priorities change. And you just want your children to be happy and do nice things. And that makes you happy. This is nothing. This is just nothing. Stuff.
Wow. Hey guys, I would like to read some of the comments. What you guys think about Mike Tyson? I think he's a very wise man, and I think people just got over on him during the time when he was young, but he's wising up now, and like he said, his priority right now is his family. I think the thing that hurted him the most was when he lost his 4-year-old daughter. All right, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you and have a great day.